Welcome, everybody, to another issue of the digital series. It will be, in fact, the last one before we meet in Cologne. European ROTORS brings together the players in the VTOL market with operators and the regulator. We are honored that our show is strongly supported by all important OEMs from the very first minute, like Bell Textron, one of the world leading companies in the rotorcraft business, and they are my guest today. As always, let's welcome my interview partner first. Hi, Patrick. May you shortly introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, Frank. My name is Patrick Moulet. I'm the Senior Vice President for International Business at Bell, and I'm very excited to be with all of you today to talk about the European rotors.
Thank you, Patrick. A real pleasure to have you with us. It's a great honor for us that you are here in that format because you are one of the real known persons in the business. I have said in my beginning, you strongly supporting us from the very first minute, and that can be demonstrated by the fact that you have been actually part of our launching press conference in Cologne in 2020 January. Those were the days. So as Senior Vice President Sales International, we are curious to hear a little bit what has happened since we did the first digital series interview on the market together with Duncan van der Velde from Bell back in October 2020.
Yes, thank you, Frank. First, I would like to say let's all remember that we are coming out of a very tough 2020 for our customers, for the industry. The pandemic was extremely difficult for many of the industry players, and we have to be mindful of the situation some of our customers had been facing. I'd like to say from Bell perspective, since Q3 2020, we have seen a very strong recovery in the marketplace. And I'm delighted to see and to say that 2021 has continued on the same path with a very strong momentum building up through the year. Most of the recovery has come from the US, I have to say, and the European markets. So this has been a very good year for Bell so far. The Bell 505 and the Bell 429 have been leading the way with a very strong success, very good sales numbers, and I'm glad to see that we have a very good backlog already building up for 2022.
Many thanks for that. It's good to hear that the industry recovers, actually. We need positive news, especially shortly before our show. That's clear. Let's have a little bit closer look on the 505, which you already mentioned. You launched the product back in 2017, and then you started roadshows, for instance, in 2018, starting in Germany. What has happened since then in Europe, and what is the current status?
The 505 has been, as you said, since the launch, an incredible success story. And I have to say that it keeps building up. We are now close to 400 deliveries in a very short period of time. And I have to say that the European market has been one of the most important market for the 505. We have already delivered more than 60 aircraft in this part of the world. The success has come, of course, from the VIP segments, as we expected, since we had a strong legacy from the 206 Gen Ranger family. But we have seen success across many segments. The training school segment has been very strong, both on the commercial and the military side. And we have seen success in the States as well in the law enforcement and news gathering segments, where the 505 is now bringing a new standard to the industry. And I like to say as well that we see a lot of potential in the utility segments. I mean, we have seen some of our customers in Europe in particular starting to embrace the 505 as their money maker. And I think there is a lot of potential on the utility segment for the 505 as well.
Congratulations. Seems like Bell has brought up another great product to attract private pilots, as you were saying, VIPs, but also is now opening new markets into the commercial sector. I had the privilege actually to fly in a 505 already at Rheinland Air Service in Mönchengladbach, and I was impressed as well. Great product. Looking to the other end of your product range, we can talk about the 525 Relentless maybe. It is close to certification and market entry. What is the latest status of that program, please?
Yeah, the Bell 525 is the biggest product we are bringing to the market in a very long time on the commercial side of our business. This has been a significant investment over the years. we are so excited to bring a new standard in the industry. I mean, when you look at the technology we are bringing to the table, the new safety standards, the fly-by-wire technology, and the comfort that this aircraft is going to bring to the market, we really like to think that this is going to set the bar in our industry for the years to come. So we are obviously excited to see that the certification is entering the final phase with the FAA. We have, in fact, already started demos with customers in North America, and the feedback has been tremendous. Everybody was really surprised about how the aircraft is behaving. And I think our European customers, as soon as we can bring the aircraft into Europe next year, are going to be very surprised about actually what this aircraft can bring to the markets. And I like to say that, for instance, we are focusing on the oil and gas segments. We just announced just last month the opening of a new customer experience center dedicated to the oil and gas industry. And the whole idea was to make sure that all the key stakeholders in the industry could experience and see what the 525 is all about. Of course, the demo, as I said, will start next year, but we didn't want to wait longer to give a chance to our customers to see what the 525 would like. So I'm glad to see that since the opening last month, I mean, the feedback we have received from the industry has been extremely positive. So all exciting news, I have to say, around the 525.
Thank you so much for the update. A new customer center, a new customer experience center. Yeah, great initiative. Nothing can beat hands-on and the personal experience. This is why we will meet in Cologne for European Rotors now live for the first time from the 16th to the 18th of November. And of course, Bell Textron and its booth will be one of the highlights. I mean, we love spoilers. So can you tell us a little bit what we're going to expect at the show, please? And of course, what you want us to deliver.
Oh, of course, we are very excited to be part of the show. I'm not going to tell you everything right now about what is coming to the show, but Europe is one of the most important markets worldwide. I mean, sometimes we forget about it, but Europe is by far the largest helicopter market in the world. So this is very important for us to be there and to show our customers all the new things that we are working on. What I can tell you is we will have on the static display on the booth a new 429 demonstrator, which will be with a new interior designed with our partner ESG, which will showcase a new mission management system dedicated to European customers in particular. The 429 has been very successful in the law enforcement and search and rescue and parapublic segments, but we wanted to go one step further and develop a new mission system dedicated to our European customers. So we will be showing this interior for the first time with our partner ESG at the show, and then we will embark into a demo tour across Europe to show that new configuration to all our European customers. On top of it, we will have as well a 505 on display. This is a 505 from one of our key customers in Switzerland, actually, Mountain Flyers. This is a great story, which I like very much. I mean, they got the delivery of their 2505 just a year ago, and this is dedicated to utility mission in high altitudes. So typically, this is for utility segments. And I'm glad to say that they have already completed more than 1,000 hours of revenue generating missions. And the feedback we have received from them is extremely positive. So we thought that it would be a good idea to show all other potential customers in Europe what the utility 505 might bring to the markets.
No doubt, one of our real highlights in the Hall 8. Thanks for the hints already given. But as you know, the second pillar of our European Rotors is the unique educational programs with conferences, trainings, briefings, and workshops. Will we hear and have speakers from Bell here in the different segments as well?
Absolutely. As you know, Bell has been an active member of the EHA for many years. And as such, we want to make sure that our voice and our position and our vision for the industry is well understood and shared with everyone. So this is why on day one, I think we will have Duncan van der Wal, a leader for Europe, which will talk about our market perspective and overview for the European market in particular. We will have as well John Buma, our Director of Civil Certification, that will be part of the Advanced Rotorcraft Technology panel discussion. And that should be very exciting as well. On day two, John will be talking as well about all ESG challenges, and will share in particular Bell Green technologies that we are working on to bring into the market in the future. So a lot of exciting topics to cover, and that we would like to share with our European customers.
Thank you, Patrick, especially that you are putting so many efforts into show how the developments are going further on in the helicopter scene, because it's for sure that the helicopter is not a technology which is somehow outdated already and will be completely replaced by eVTOLs and drones. But yes, we have challenges to be overcome, like to be greener, to reduce sound and things like that. And great that you contribute there as well. Everybody, dear audience, you have seen so many reasons again to come to Cologne. Buy your ticket now. Make sure that you are part of the workshops and the things which are happening. Register, create an account. We can't wait to see you all from the 16th to the 18th of November in Cologne. Meet Patrick, meet the team from Bell Textron. It was a great pleasure to have you with us today. Stay safe, and we meet in, my goodness, only 3 or 2 weeks from now on. Thank you for that, Patrick. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, everyone.